This presentation aims to outline my role in and contribution to quality assurance and enhancement. When considering my role in quality assurance and enhancement, it is worth considering where I fit in within the university structure. I could be seen as a small cog in a big system. I work within the BSc Honours Radiotherapy and Oncology team. At a programme level, my role within the team is supported by not only my fellow colleagues but also other internal influences, including our students, which are included in many meetings and discussions regarding quality assurance and enhancement, and who ensure that decisions are student-focused and promote student-centred learning. As the students are our key stakeholders and to enable learning to be facilitated, the students are my focus with regards to quality assurance and enhancement. I find their input invaluable. The College of Radiographers recognise that the quality of the students' education, expertise and support are the joint responsibility of the education provider and the placement site. Due to this joint responsibility, I am very conscious of the role of external influences on my decision making regarding this. Clinical department teams, service users and the requirements outlined by the radiotherapy professional bodies all have an influence. The professional bodies are the HCPC, the Healthcare Professional Council, who set the standards required for student training, otherwise known as the Standards of Education and Training and Standards of Proficiency, and the SOR, the Society of Radiographers, who ensure our programme maintains and continues to enhance the quality standards and standards of practice and conduct expected. At a school level, my department sits within the School of Health and Social Care, which is managed by the head of school, heads of department and associate deans, including the associate deans of academic quality and learning and teaching, all of which support myself and my team by promoting quality assurance and enhancement, making us aware of updates to both internal and external documentation and procedures. As a new member of staff, they are a key point of reference for me when I am sure of what or why or how an aspect of quality assurance or enhancement can be met or managed by myself. The big system is the University of Hertfordshire. At a university level, the academic boards govern the quality assurance and enhancement activities that we must contribute and adhere to. The university promotes the delivery of a good quality of teaching excellence, utilising academic drivers including graduate attributes, the student charter and the university strategic plan to focus all members of staff, including myself and students, to the expectations of the university. Again, external factors must be considered, for example, the influence of the government, who stipulates certain standards by the Teaching and Excellence Framework, and the Quality Assurance Association, the QAA, which monitors and advises on standards and quality within UK higher education. I may be a small cog, but I will now demonstrate how, with each member of staff and all the internal and external factors that influence them working together with a common aim of delivering a student-centred learning, we will not only be able to deliver a high-quality service for our students, but also enhance the quality of the service we deliver. Why is quality assurance and enhancement important to me? My role in quality assurance is a way for me to actually promote student-centred learning in such a way that it not only encourages students to actually participate in their learning, reach their goals and enjoy their time at UH, but also allows my teaching and therefore the course I teach on and the university to meet academic and professional standards, whilst hopefully building on previous programme and university level achievements, as you can see on this slide. The most recent being the Teaching and Excellence Framework Silver Award, the TEF Silver Award. I'm now going to discuss my key role and contributions to quality assurance and enhancement. At present, I have a dual role, being a lecturer and a clinical link lecturer. As part of these roles, I am actively involved in academic quality assurance. For example, when planning the module which I am module lead for, one of my key focuses when considering the curriculum management is to focus on maintaining academic standards, as I will discuss on the next slide. I'm also involved in quality enhancement. For example, I'm presently involved in the periodic review of the programme. This I will discuss in more detail again later. I do, however, feel that at present the key area in which I have impacted in quality assurance and more noticeably quality enhancement in profession-specific quality assurance enhancement. I've been in a position where I can bring my recent clinical expertise of working as a radiographer to discussions and meetings regarding curriculum design, actively updating and developing the learning and teaching delivered on the course, promoting the programme's ability to produce students that possess the knowledge, skills and competencies as set out in the QAA benchmark statements required for eligibility to apply for registration and professional body membership. What is my role in academic quality assurance? As I mentioned, a key role of mine as module lead is to maintain academic standards. It is suggested that academic standards should be at the heart of everything I do. The standards outline the key indicators and requirements for academic quality. But how can I ensure that the quality of teaching and support offered by myself, my programme, my school and the University of Hertfordshire meet the academic standards? Firstly, I strive to address the key reference points outlined in the Teaching Excellence Framework, which considers teaching excellence, teaching quality, the learning environment, student outcomes and learning gains. These are assessed by 3 main metrics, of which the results and feedback influence decisions I make and am involved in when considering future curriculum design and potential for quality enhancement. On a day-to-day basis, I find the Quality Code for Higher Education very informative, especially Part B, as it clearly outlines what is expected of me in terms of quality and good practice. Finally, there is the QAEA Higher Education Review, which monitors and advises on the standards and quality within UK higher education. It assesses if the university as a whole is maintaining the required academic standards. Looking in more detail at the UK Quality Code for Higher Education and Part B, I can see that my key roles can be further classified into 5 key areas: learning and teaching, enabling student development and achievement, student engagement, assessment of students, and programme design, development and approval. My present involvement in the periodic review programme illustrates one of my present key contributions to both quality enhancement and quality assurance. It directly addresses programme design, development and approval, but also encompasses the requirement for me to reconsider the quality of other areas mentioned here in order to facilitate the design of a new programme that develops a high quality student-focused programme. An example of my present contribution to quality enhancement, as I said, is my involvement in the periodic review of my programme. My involvement began at the point of initial analysis of the programme, which involved an initial team meeting during which we discussed the timeline of events and carried out a SWOT analysis of the present programme. My past and present roles enabled me to consider the quality of various aspects of the programme. My recent attendance of the CPAD course also allowed me to competently contribute to discussions regarding the quality of the teaching and learning methods used. To consider how others viewed the quality of the present programme, focus groups were formed, inviting groups to express their views, complementing the input from myself and other members of the programme team. I also attended a meeting where both internal and external factors were considered in terms of the documentation and guidelines that would influence the changes that we might make to the programme to enhance the quality of the programme. After initial analysis, I am now involved in the development of the programme and creation of the documentation, including the DMDs required for the review. The team members have supported myself and the programme team. Also, more experienced team members, as a service user and a clinical facilitator from my Link Hospital, have also been integral in the development of my DMDs. As my modules focus on patient care, without the input of those currently involved in patient care, I don't believe the curriculum design and quality enhancement of the module would be as successful as it now appears to be. The next step will be to present all the documentation at the review, along with representatives from all groups involved in the process. Finally, I want to outline my contribution to the quality assurance and enhancement specific to my role as clinical link lecturer. Once a week I visit my clinical link site, liaising with the students, clinical facilitators, managers, staff to support the students. These visits also allow me to check that the quality of the programme is facilitating the students' development, allowing them to develop the knowledge, skills and competencies as set out in the QAEA benchmark statements required for eligibility to apply for registration. Based on these visits, I report any issues or concerns to the clinical liaison meeting, which provides opportunities for the clinical staff based at the university to meet with the representatives from each of our associated placement sites to discuss the programme and its development. I also report to the professional advisory group. This meeting identifies any risks or barriers to the quality of the students' clinical education and enables us to create action plans to overcome these. The outcome of both of these meetings feed into the PCM, the Programme Committee meeting. This meeting is designed to ensure quality and parity across the clinical sites. Issues regarding the quality of the programme are discussed and a programme enhancement action plan is produced. This action plan is then presented to the Health Education England Quality and Contract Monitoring meeting. Health Education England is committed to assessing the quality of provision through continuous monitoring against key performance indicators. In some cases, this meeting may result in further actions being added to the Programme Enhancement Action Plan, which is a clinical link lecturer, I am required to be involved in action in order to enhance the quality of the programme in the future. I contribute to the quality and enhancement of the BSc Honours Radiotherapy and Oncology programme in a variety of ways as illustrated in this presentation. Without the input and support of others on the programme, school and university level, I would not be able to contribute as effectively to quality assurance and enhancement. There are many internal and external influences that need to be responded to and met to achieve success in quality assurance and enhancement, to promote a high quality BSc Honours Radiotherapy and Oncology programme, and to further establish the University of Hertfordshire as a desirable university and centre of excellence.